I don't know if there's much more that you can learn,
No, but I just want to sort
but
of like
I'm willing to watch.
look at it and be like, look, they just sit here.
Hmm. Well, what about the demo that I sent you? Wasn't that 3-2? I don't know who was playing. It could be a
That is
pug
this
for
one.
all I know. Oh, it is? Okay, nice. See, I'm useful.
Yeah. Witness, I assume. Is this a newer or an older one?
It's still like 10 months. Passive blue soldier. I like this.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean.
Oh, someone's bombing behind on red. Water's behind. They go back for the kill.
Oh, maybe this is what they're thinking. Maybe this is what Pappy's mindset was. Was
Oh,
that?
yeah, yeah. When he went behind, he shoots him in the back and it cuts them and they can't
Or
get on the
I
bomb. If
think
that's what you're
what
talking
Pappy
about.
was thinking was that. Oh, soldier went behind. It was probably the soldier who was getting buffed on the right, which means that I can bust here. That's probably what he is thinking when he would do that aggression. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to justify like why Pappy kept like taking loads of damage in house.
Looks he wants to go behind, you mean?
Well, I'm saying that maybe he felt like the window to go behind was incredibly viable because of the fact that the Haunts had went behind on his side, which means that there'll be no soldier here. But obviously that doesn't change the fact that it's probably a scout watching it.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to justify why he was just so aggressive in house and eating shit all the time.
Well, I think he's just taking the more. I mean, admittedly, if you play further forwards, you do get much better spam, but at the risk of your own life. And I think it was working out enough that he was just risking his own life because they didn't punish. I mean, they did punish him quite a bit, but they didn't ever like lose much because of it. He was just dead.
Unless maybe he's like, oh, my Romans went behind. I'm actually going to get aggressive enough to do plenty of damage and risk dying rather than just definitely survive and do little damage and make my Romans flank less effective.
Well, if their rows behind, you need to crunch, which means you need damage. So it's probably just getting more aggressive
Yeah,
to
that's
have
what I'm
crunch.
saying. Yeah, that's
Oh,
exactly
okay.
what I'm saying. Yeah, you mean when his Roma would go behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I think that because they knew they were thinking like 30 seconds into the future, he was like, I might die here, but at least I'll get a shitload of damage off, maybe die, and then the flank will come in, and like I'll hopefully spawn sort of close to the time that the big plays happened. You know what I mean? That must
I
be
do.
what his attempt was. I'm starting to understand potentially now, but again, I don't want people to look at it and be like, "Oh, he did this because just because." you know.
Yeah. Well, I think even if you just play a bit more aggro, get the damage, and risk taking damage yourself, even if you die, you're basically trading for a really big crunch, right?
Only if your Roma's behind.
Yeah, exactly.
If your Roma's not behind, then just fucking
Uh,
sit there.
yes, I agree. Put conch on so you can't jump
Huh.
and just sit in the house.
Yeah, I've been down that road.
It's a good road.
It is a brilliant road. I agree. Yes, that is likely what was happening.
But too risky for your team, I think. Too many turning cogs. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not complicated cogs, but it's just more cogs.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah, and again, it's the whole like it's literally Silentes.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I feel like as soon as you high bomb, you're just going to get like chased by scouts 24/7, which is probably a good thing, but you might just die and then you're dead. You know? And it's probably because the other team know not to chase. But what if you bomb and then they do chase you and then the plan goes to hell?
Well, if you die when you go behind like that, the idea is that they'll cap and you'll get the better spawn, I guess.
Well, sure, but then you spawn and they have the point, and then it's
Yeah.
equal players and equal Uber.
No, but the whole point of that flank would be to try and get a med crunch. That was the original
Well,
idea.
yeah.
He's obviously never doing it to try and die, but I mean, yeah, but like, I agree. It's just too many things too like far in advance when you can just, especially in Div 2,
Just abuse the houses.
yeah. Because this is it. Like, I'm aware that there's more to it, but like there's not much more to it, and we don't need to apply much more to it.
They're doing double soldier, right? Oh, no, no.
Let's, no.
Another soldier jumped out main, I think, again. Seems to be a way of... Maybe it just scares the demo. Jumping out main and jumping off to the right.
I guess Domo didn't get the memo that they were coming top right. Right, let's see if they end up using into them.
Both scouts die.
Because Eon knows to bait by the looks of it.
I don't see why you would.
Yeah, Eon's oh! Yeah, because because Witness have Uber ad.
Yeah, they have ad and they have better spawns because they just capped. So you just let them cap, get respawns, go back in. Probably cap the point for free, hope for an equal, force them to use Ubers and then get the point back.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
One would think.
I haven't seen a single used through house, apart from that one into Happy last game.
Yeah. I think once you know it's a possibility, if people see any inkling of it, they can just run away into the... Oh, that scout's exploded. They can just run away, and it's over.
I think that last game when they did the use into Pappy, he was just by chance really far away and survived, but ideally you get the pick, probably a force quite easily, especially if you bring a soldier through house.
Well, if he's close and you soldier scout, then if you kill him whilst he's in that lobby, you can drop out the window and instantly get basically a trade, but with one more person.
Well, not a trade, because you have to leave very quickly because you spent a lot of time killing the soldier, but you get an Ubered soldier to force them and you can run away, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to do, I think, but they weren't able to last game because of how far Happy was.
I don't know why they used, though. I thought they wouldn't have to have used, and they killed him. They were sort of caught behind, which was strange.
What, last game?
Yeah.
Well, they got caught in lobby because the demo bombed in lobby, which isn't usually common. And they had to overchase because...
Bombed in lobby?
Yeah, the demo bombed in lobby. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy shit, really. But I guess it makes sense when your Uber's like 8 seconds better.
Yeah.
And if you probably just lost cap anyway.
Fair enough.
No, wait, look at this positioning. Oh, don't know. Don't know about this. Oh, he gets the kill.
Yeah, it is big damage, but look, he knows.
Yeah. Warped has got a big brain. Yeah, this is what happens, man.
But it was such big damage on the demo.
Yeah,
get some kills.
But look at the demo spawn versus Pappy spawn. Oh, whoever spawn is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh god, they're all dying now. Is a demo pick on the attacking team worth that? Maybe he was probably following up on a damage call. So he was probably like, I know I can get aggressive, get the pick off the damage call and back up instantly, but Warped was already like instantly aware that he had an opportunity to bomb in that house. Because if someone was here on the enemy team whilst I'm standing here, I'd be like, rush right house now. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming someone on the enemy team, maybe AMS, said that to Warped, and that's how he was able to get such a clean, quick window onto flanking Fraud, assuming it's Pappy.
I think he may have just got caught. That demo is full HP, I'm pretty sure, because he got 2 rocketed with directs, and he died to a pipe, I think.
The demo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the demo died because of Warp's aggression, but I'm saying Warp died I'm saying Pappy died because he was like, oh, I'm following up on a damage call and I'm probably able to get the demo pick here, and it's such a small amount of damage I need to commit to because he's damaged that I can back up real quick, but I'm assuming
the demo that Pappy shot wasn't, though. I think he just... They were just pressuring point. He wanted to get big damage, and he got caught.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Which is like
Yeah.
probably not worth it. The reason I don't think it's worth it for at least this level of play is because all you really want is scouts and demos to be tanked as much as possible. I don't think like doing that much damage to a demo who's attacking with better spawns, risk dying or getting damaged a lot, is worth sort of your team's I don't think it's in your team's best interest purely because you just need to play clock and play healthy. I think they'll
Yeah.
be less healthy anyway because if you stay healthy and spam them, they're the one dwindling, not you.
Yeah, I think either you play passive, bait them into bombing you, and then commit for the kill because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
think to get the point they have to go
Yeah.
right house,
Yeah.
or you can literally go on concrete, hit the back of the point for almost the same amount of damage, leave left house, and then fully let them take left house, and then just rush it with 2 soldiers or a scout and a soldier or something.
What are you saying from here?
Yeah.
I've never seen this position.
We still, I mean, the demo's just hiding behind the point.
But I think
You
it's
can
just
still shoot him there.
I think this is maybe just the place to play if you're not like buffed, and then once you're 300 again, maybe go ahead. But then if you're standing here, the enemy soldier's just going to spam you.
So what?
It's alright, Mackie. Everyone
It's
should be
just
playing like
another
this.
place to get free damage without dying on the left. Either you use yourself as bait or you use the open house as bait
I think you have to
for
stand back
someone
here.
to push in there.
On
Yeah,
here.
just to get a buff.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to get
yeah,
a
that's what
buff
I mean,
and
yeah.
shoot behind the point.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like standing here with a buff is key.
Yeah, we're definitely agreed on that.
It's gone.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
I don't particularly like pushing out the left. I know we did it a few times, but I'm not too much of a fan. Well, I guess from this POV, it's right, not left.
I think if they're not forward holding, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unlikely they're just going to keep someone in your house.
The reason I
As soon as you push out, then that's their territory.
yeah, exactly. The reason I
So
say
they
is
can
because
spam you, but they can't really stand anywhere to keep you in there without.
yeah, exactly. Whereas
being
if
in
you're
bad
doing this
place.
long walk down here, there's going to be a solly probably spamming you for a little bit, and you don't
Yeah.
take control of left house as quick. But the main reason you're not taking control of left house as quick is because you're not getting a tanked solly there. If you come left, you can get a tanked solly straight to there, and you can instantly start thinking about playing point.
Yeah, you just have to get through the big,
Yeah.
3 seconds of spam and rockets, and then
Yeah,
you're,
yeah,
I
exactly.
guess, kind of free.
There's a good pack as well, and it's like it's kind of an awkward place to stand, really, like because of the little fences and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, and the wall's really far behind, so the
Yeah.
splash isn't that great.
The control point is being contested. Mission ends in 10 seconds.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but things died.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with mid. Oh well, that's GG for Auto.
I didn't even see what
He
happened.
just ate a pipe. Happy, aggressive, and left house. Going for some kind of play on walked.
They're aggressive in right house as well.
Yeah. What scout is? Oh, I would just be wanting to chill and get healthy as possible, I guess.
Alert. The control point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being captured.
I mean, red soldier's really aggro. He just got a pick in the other house. But then he's getting pushed. And he gets another pick.
Alert, alert. Our control point is being captured.
I'm sure there's some nuance to it, but at the moment, I feel like before the point caps, if you push left or right house, it's a 50-50 whether or not you kill a soldier or die to a soldier. Unless you try and stack people there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and
But you don't
if
have
you
the
push,
point to capture, so I don't see why you wouldn't try and stack people into getting a pick. If you are going to play house, I'd still prefer just to play spam, and then hopefully if you get the better spam, you can just own the house from that. And
yeah, because it's
capture.
that thing I keep saying where if you're a soldier rushing left house by yourself and you're planning to meet a solly, the solly you're meeting is probably buffed because he's down here, the medic most likely. Whereas the one when you're aggressing, you're probably not buffed to meet that solly. I don't
agree.
Really
I didn't used to heal the soldier top left like as much as
bottom
he
right
could
one.
have been.
Yeah. Well, it's just because people don't get this rotation of heals. They're like, how am I going to be buffed in left house? But the idea is like, if you've got point capped and you're doing this left house play that I keep talking about, there's like a window of like, I don't know, say you've just won a fight, give it 10 seconds, give it 5 seconds after they've spawned, they're probably just about to leave lobby and fight you, and then in that time, crit hills is already ramped up from the last fight, and you can back up and get the buff, and then 5 seconds later, they're literally at point fighting, and you're 300 HP. There's just Quake timings, you know what I mean? Quake timings for health. There are windows if you just think about it. Uber exchange, and it's better for blue team. Are they going to get the demo pick? They are. I assume they'll just want to cap with the demo pick and just leave it at that. I don't think they'll chase any further. Because they've all fucking left, that's why. Opportunity for a fraud hold though.
The control point is being contested.
I was way out of it just then. What happened?
They bomb both soldiers behind so they can cap the point. But they've just ended up dying. For the most part.
So they bombed soldiers behind so that they could cap point. So,
Yeah, and then the medic and everyone else got crunched on the point. Whilst the soldiers were behind, and then the soldiers got a couple of kills, but they died behind afterwards.
yeah, this is why I don't think bombs are great on Bagel.
No. I do think if the enemy team that you play is not particularly good at controlling the houses, that Roma is so free to bomb left house whenever he needs to.
Yeah. I really do think the players just have the Roma bomb left house when he's needed.
It's just easy. And he's probably very healthy, especially if he's playing on Seagull, because that's so healable for a medic.
Oh yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. That's why you don't want your soldier taking the 1v1 in that house. Whereas if you're like pushing it by yourself on this house, there is a better chance you'll want to take the 1v1 because you're more likely to be buffed. In fact, your medic could even tank you like right up until you do the fucking jump.
And the thing is, the demo can't really spam your own house because of the angle. So you need
Yeah,
that soldier to be
like-
in your own house.
I can
Whilst
go
the demo
here,
focuses on theirs.
and you can cut them off.
Yeah,
but...
but you just put your back to where the demo and the soldier are going to be.
yeah, exactly. It's like
So
exactly, which I think is how Pappy got that kill before and why he decided to commit.
yeah.
Nope. Just chill, man. Why are you going in? Oh God. Just chill, man. You've got point capped. Look, now the fucking flank happening. This is what happens. This is exactly what happens.
The control point is being captured.
god.
I forgot what team I was supposed to be looking.
Blue.
Oh, yeah, he pushed all the way through
Yeah,
house when they had
exactly.
Yeah, and then they
It's
lost
the
point control.
Same old shit. Soldiers push house. Something like either they go behind or they get killed, and then a scout comes behind, kills Domo, and then enemy team cap point. This is. I'm not saying this is why there's 2-3 haven't seen the game yet, but that kind of shit wouldn't fly if you were just standing here, just shooting point. So silly, I swear. I'm sure there's some like real intention, but if you've got point capped, as far as I'm concerned, just dumb it down to let's play healthy. Okay, you haven't got point capped, so what's your next move? Send a Solly behind. We know about that, so that's chill.
Yeah, you bust right house, man.
Yeah, well, I do agree, right house, but I think they're still doing this medic crunch thing, maybe. Cause, they're trying to get a force. Oh, he's not even going behind yet. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Yeah, I
that
didn't
does
realise.
sort of change things.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was their ad.
Well, just do it like a pro, not push. Just bring heals in, go forwards, try and do stuff.
Oh,
then
and a
see
Solly
who-
wasn't watching left house in there. Oh, and he's going for the Solly pick instead of the medic force. Oh my god.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah. Much better. Much better.
I'm sure there's a reason I'm not prem.
I'm.
They're better than me, so.
They literally have the choice between shooting a medic you need to force or soldier. I'm so confused.
Yeah. Maybe he was just convinced he was 1 HP.
Maybe it was just a personal beef.
Okay, what's happening? They're
Well,
down 3.
they didn't get the
They'll be
force.
pushing with they'll be pushing with equal into what looks like forward hold. So I'm assuming the usual like.
Okay, yeah, this is going to be
Right.
interesting because it's like I feel like an exchange top left if they're forward holding is quite a good idea because it's kind of hard to push
Yeah, you
bottom.
can just rebust out right hand side.
Yeah, you just take the exchange and then you push without whilst they don't have Uber. I think that's better.
Yeah. I don't think you can hold forwards whilst the Uber exchange is going because it sort of feels like they can collapse on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make any
Yeah, it
sense?
does make sense. Oh, and they're getting kills as well before they use. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
okay,
that-
so if equal Ubers and you both have Uber and they're forward holding, take the exchange top left. And then do a repush bottom right. It just so happens that they killed 2 soldiers.
Control point is being captured.
I think if you try pushing bottom right whilst both teams have Uber, you're just quite likely to be forced.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. I really crumbled for this team just then, considering they were forward holding with equal Ubers and Uber, and then they just dropped 2 soldiers.
Yeah, but the demo wasn't holding that top left, which was,
You mean
I guess,
here?
why. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's cool that they're going there as demo, I always start sticking there. So I didn't see what
Yeah.
Evil Murder Weed did for Mac. But yeah.
I'm not sure, but I don't think I saw a demo like on there.
Well, it's
Maybe
definitely-
maybe he left to stay alive.
Maybe he was more. I didn't watch. I'm just theorizing. Maybe he was more set on stopping a flank whilst the exchange was happening, rather than trapping people in during the exchange. Because the angle is a bit awkward to trap people in anyway. And
Then how did both the soldiers die if surely they were in the Uber? You would no, or was it?
well, they
I
died
can't
before
remember
you,
what
but I think they
what
were just
team
like
was in.
I don't know. I think it was a double soldier top right or something. I don't know. And then maybe they got made weak, and then like the scout ran out, and because it's Thomas, he just like did 100 to each of
Yeah.
them.
I remember one soldier dying. I don't remember the other one.
Yeah, the other one died before the Uber.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's kind of shit for them. Anyway, blue team have point, and it's no Ubers.
Uber ad full blue.
Yeah, a little bit. There's never a soldier in the left house on the red team. Feels like.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Possible dot push on point. It looks like it. Looks like they're looking at each other. Yep.
In 30 seconds.
Saw the scout look at the medic. That's a weak man. Let's go for kills. Nice. Kills acquired. Oh, that's scary.
Well, that was foolish on their parts, but that's okay.
Kills unacquired.
Okay.
I should be completely honest, I've stopped paying attention. I don't know what's going on now. Who's got Uber at? Red?
Yeah, a little bit, but there's no Ubers, and blue want to cap. That looks fit. So
So red have point.
my call
Slight
would be let's bust right house and start capping point. I know the left solly can just spam point whilst we're trying to cap and shoot the scout out like that. That'd be my.
I think you want to. Surely you want to cap first to bait the soldier out into spamming.
Oh, you mean like bait him forward? Are you saying?
Because he's only going to spam once the point capture comes in.
I mean, he'll always be in the door frame anyway.
Oh, sure, but if he's any further ahead, just makes it easy to catch, right?
Yeah, but the idea you're getting the pick if you're lucky. In theory, he's just smart enough to know I am going to get rushed, and therefore you just control the house rather than actually try and gain the pick. Obviously, you're trying to get a pick, but the most important thing is that he has an opportunity to spam you as your playing point, not let's try and get the
No,
pick.
he's not even in house.
Well, he's not there anyway, yeah. He's just not. He's rolling now, I guess. So, Pappy's top right now. Back to house, hopefully. Yeah. I think this angle here is okay. If you have an ad of like a small ad, if you have a small ad, there's a chance that the medic's going to be a bit further back, right? Like back here more. Like I think that'd be a good time to sort of start peeking here. Obviously, he's just watching anyway, but I think this angle in particular is key if they have a small dis ad to you and you're trying to play point, because they're probably going to be backing up down here rather than concrete, and then this angle is created. But yeah.
I also think it's just good for the soldier 1v1. I think you're in benefit there if you're there. Because the soldier can't jump through because he has to drop down through the doorway first. So you get the first rocket and you launch him into that room.
Yeah, I don't know.
But getting to that point is very...
Yeah, if it's a buff scout and solly as well, it's usually not just a solly rushing you.
I just think he's confident taking the 1v1s with that angle.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a scout rushing up there too much.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what the other guy's doing.
I think they just keep them on point. Like both. Yeah, you can see them both just chilling.
Well, maybe it's a case of if blue have point capped, then they're more willing to just send a 300 HP solly, like here, and just be like, oh, well, you know, if he dies, I'm going to get spawned soon anyway, sort of thing. Or you just at least distract him enough so that he's not spamming here.
I mean, anytime you're sending someone in the right house, you're trying to cap. So maybe they just keep their scouts back to try and cap.
Yeah, and just keep and at least
Instead of
the solly in
anything
right house, who's more likely to be buffed than the guy here anyway, is at least keeping the dude busy at like the best. Maybe that's a good idea as well, actually.
Yeah, I mean, plus if the demo's giving spam there, then maybe you don't have to sacrifice one of your capping classes.
Yeah.
But then again, you're on paint train, so you're basically a scout.
Yeah, pain train on this map is key.
Yeah.
So good. That's interesting, because we never looked at it that way, did we? We always talked about rushing a scout and soldier into this house.
No.
But I guess if all you're really trying to achieve is like just so he can't spam, then it's fine to just send a solly. However, I do think in Div 2 that people are going to get caught by a scout and soldier quite likely. I think that plus because I'm on pain train, like you say, I think that at least for Div 2 and our team, it would be more like valuable to have the scout and soldier rush, right, and have me and the scout deal with point. Just because it's likely we get the pick, because it's likely that the dude is unaware that this is even a strategy. Whereas Prem, they are very aware, probably. So.
As long as your pocket soldier is passive.
Yeah.
Because apart from him, it's only going to be you and a scout on the point, which is very few people if you're trying to cap.
Yeah.
And you're sending a lot of your people into a soldier and one of them holding the left. So if you're not careful, they could just rush over point onto you.
What you mean, and have an Uber exchange?
No, just have two scouts and a demo on point, and then peek around the side, get someone really low, they back off, and then it's just you as a demo holding the whole point down for a few seconds.
You mean they're literally just bomb on across point. Is that what you mean as well?
No, just the scouts and demo.
No. And is this when
No,
you're trying to cap when they're trying to cap?
when you're trying to cap and you sacrifice 2 people to go right, and if you have your soldier not being like available for you on the left.
I do think it's a better idea to kill the dudes that are rushing your pocket soldier and left house than it is to run across point, though. Not gonna lie. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do agree, but at the same time, it depends what they see first. They'll see it at the same time, so if they instinctively just shoot you,
Yeah, exactly. Well, it depends on like if your demo's carpeted and sticks behind him or they've taken damage or whatever, right? But assuming none of that like preempt shit that involves the combo being fucked up, ready to be rushed, it's better to then kill the dude that's rushing your pocket soldier.
oh yeah, I mean, in this case, you've already got the point. So as long as someone's standing on there, you don't have to do anything else apart from stop them getting the advantage to then cap it.
Yeah.
So you should be getting those 2 people.
Yeah. Happy peeking left house.
Yeah, I think he's just confident in that angle in the 1v1s.
Yeah.
Point is being captured.
Yeah.
Like if he did get that pick just then, like I guess it's good,
I
but
think it's just to scare them. I don't think he even particularly. I mean, he'll take a pick if he can, but if he just shoots them in, like, hits the medic in the back or gets the soldier looking, then there's the threat. It just slows them down because they don't have the point.
yeah, but it
Just
also
makes them
slows
look
you
to the
down trading damage like that, being like weak. And if there's an exchange
Yeah,
about to
but-
happen, you want to be healthy for that.
Oh, it's equal over.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Fair.
I think the one rocket. I mean, this is all nitty gritty, picky shit, but I think just so we can talk about Bagel, the value of getting that one rocket on warped there and then just backing up and playing healthy, maybe having an exchange happen soon is more important than him getting the pick there and like being weak and maybe even rushed. Because if I'm a demo as well, and it's called that somebody's just rushed into warped and like killed him and he's weak, I would probably throw a few stickies in house.
It's all fine and dandy until Uber's exchanged and you're deep in that house and you have to jump all the way back to not die.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's what I'm
on
saying. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean. It's like, I can't, like, it just seems so textbook to be like, if you've got point capped, let's just fucking play healthy. Like, as possible. Because they need to cap, so they're probably going to eat your spam anyway, like they are now. They actually take control of right house whilst they're capped as well. Just play the angle. Oh, still goes for a bomb behind, even though they've got point capped.
It's
I
just
guess
the
they're going for this collapse that we talked about last game, yeah.
El Clasico.
I think it's, yeah, that collapse that we discussed before, but Domo's died, so it's kind of thrown a spanner in the works.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, it lets them pressure the point easier. But they are also pressuring behind them really well, which is just buying time. So that's the trade-off. You can either collapse,
Yeah.
or if they do
Yeah.
go behind you, you play packs and you waste time either way.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then guess what? You waste time, die, they have more plays, they cap the point, you're back sooner.
Yeah, exactly.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But again, more steps.
Yeah, because
Well,
like,
I think that one, if you play it for that, then it's easier for that to happen. Because you can play annoying enough that they do come back. I think that's like a solo play you can do as a soldier instead of the whole like crunch on the medic.
yeah, I think they were just
You
happy to take the fight front on because the demo is dead this time.
Yeah. But at the same time, you have the point. I wouldn't want to risk just feeding a soldier if they just kill him immediately and then,
Yeah. Well,
like, what?
I assume, yeah, like I say, that original idea was that whole like collapse thing after the enemy team cap point and kill the medic.
Until the demo
But
died.
the demo died, and then it was like, fuck, it's gonna be a lot harder now.
Yeah, so just by time.
yeah.
I mean, they never
Yeah.
kept the point after all of that. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when the demo did die.
And forced. I don't particularly. Was that left house? It didn't look like anyone was in left house.
Probably.
I'm assuming that was left house. Seeing as I don't know who that is over there, but
That's
they're very small.
Celente's nosebleeder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how relieving the flip to defensive spawns is. Like, if you feed behind and you die instantly, are you going to be back in like 4 seconds? I can't remember.
Yes, I think
I
it's
think
like
it's like 6 seconds.
well, I think it's like
Isn't
I
it?
think it's like 8 or 9 or maybe 7 something like that. If
No,
you're
I
attacking,
thought it really cut it down.
I-
I thought it went
I-
from like 13 to like 6 when it flips.
something like that.
So
I don't know.
maybe it's just not. But yeah, but even if it's a good play, I feel like I would never just want to risk it. 'Cause it just worked for us when we didn't do that. So everything I say about understanding how that works, I just think about how successful we were
Well,
on
yeah,
Bagel by
exactly.
not doing it.
Exactly. Well, I just think in Div 2 they're just maybe trying to get like bigger advantages or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
I think you just put all of your like mindset into the spam game and you don't like
yeah,
spread it thin over all these different strats, you know?
yeah, I agree.
Just keep it easy, just help right house, help left house.
Yeah, literally.
And that's
That
it.
is literally it, man.
And beam scouts on the point. That's
Yeah.
the 3 things you ever need to do.
Or
It's sack wave, I
pain
guess.
train demo,
Or paint train demo.
which is
Or loose cannon demo. Or heavy.
I think that dude, the heavy is the fucking way.
Or banner.
Yeah, banner is
If you
like-
start losing, just get a heavy and a conch or a buff banner or something.
Mhm.
And then just play the ultimate spam game.
Yeah.
Although the heavy's probably going to run out of ammo pretty quick. I don't know what's going on.
Nope.
Sack wave?
Something
No,
like that.
because blue have Uber, so they wouldn't be sack waving.
Yeah, all the red's dead.
Yeah, I just sort of phased out and now I know what's going on. Well, actually, I don't know what's going on. They
Forward
somehow
hold, say that.
good roll with it. Okay, forward hold, have ad. No?
If I'm red, I'm probably just going to wait until I get Uber.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
so.
if I'm red, I'm going to take an exchange. Top left pushing out into the medic. Oh, bloody
Would
hell.
you ever exchange out main to try and get a quick kill and then go into them because you've cut them off? Almost like Ubering into Sill to get the pick, then trading. You could Uber out. I think people did that to you and they killed you on demo once. I think they Ubered out main whilst I was concrete,
Yeah.
killed you,
Yeah.
and then went into us
Yeah.
and we had to use.
Mm.
I think I would keep that in your back pocket.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, because if your demo, if they're all sort of getting aggressive top right, you're sort of standing in this area anyway and still
Yeah.
keeping an eye on the left. But if I just had sticks on like the main stairs, that whole thing would have probably been like a lot harder.
Yeah, but they just Ubered through.
Yeah, I know, but like the juggle gives them enough time to come save me. Whereas before, I just got fucking eviscerated because I didn't juggle them. But I'm assuming demos like are just going to be like, oh, they're going to bust left, so I'm going to sticky left. But most demos probably won't sticky main stairs. Honestly, like it's not really.
Well, to be honest, you have to get to main, and to do that, you have to get into lobby, which they potentially would be peaking with beam. So I think you make it look like you're going for an Uber left, but then you actually run out with a scout. Because look at where the medic is. Let's say they're in lobby
yeah,
and they're
exactly.
pressuring.
Yeah.
If you go into lobby and do a bit of a
Yeah.
spam game, have a soldier almost like body block the door so you don't get juggled in lobby,
Mm.
you just run out with a scout through main.
Yeah. A scout and what? A scout
I
and what?
don't-
Scout and soldier?
Yeah, probably soldier because
Yeah.
he can jump through that really easily, and you have to get a force.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't leave it to a demo.
Yeah, I
Your
could-
demo can just put sticks in like lobby, so if they push behind,
Exactly. And you can just make sure people get out clean because it's going to be hard to get out clean because they're probably going to use quite a bit later.
yeah. But at the same time, if you
I
get
agree.
behind, like where can they even go? Surely they have to leave back towards point.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like
exactly.
if they go deep towards lobby to try and do some flank play, like it's just going to be chaos.
Such a good idea. I
And
agree.
you're behind them, so they have to back off.
I agree. Scout,
So-
soldier, Uber through main. I totally agree
Yeah,
with that.
and I think you get your other. I feel like you need, unless the demo wants to do it and like shoot them left, but then they could. Yeah, but if they Uber in lobby into your demo, surely you like back out or some shit. No, they're just going to be so deep. You just play not to get caught as demo.
Yeah, exactly. You play to make sure your team can leave quickly because it's going to be hard for them to leave because of the worse Uber. That's like a lot worse.
Yeah, if I was the Roma, I'd probably play lobby, shoot left, and then immediately when the Ubers are getting traded, go right, come through, and then like jump to Seagull and like almost pressure them even more to go back into their own house and
I would
leave.
leave the Roma bottom right.
He wouldn't even come out, you think? Or just like not risk it to the scouts?
I just think I would rather have the soldier like just chill
Alive
down
for the
here,
post.
be alive
Yeah.
for the post, and have two beamed scouts come out after it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And then have the soldier collapse behind whatever. And then like you said, just the demo play passive and just never get caught basically. And also as demo, you can still throw sticks through this diagonal angle into this area they're going to be exchanging. Which is going to throw a spanner in the works. Such a good idea. Scout soldier exchange for
I
main.
mean, God forbid they try and chase you over the jump pad because you can joggle them up on, and then if they fall down, they hit the jump pad. You can joggle them again because it's like a weird L shape thing.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
there you go. Take that for free. Put it in your pocket.
Very good idea. Well, you saw it happen to me, so you stole it from someone else.
That's true. That's called I don't know.
Called being stupid and acting smart.
It's called the victor rewriting history. That's what it is.
Very good idea. I could have been a bit too aggressive. I don't know, saying that though. It's like, because the medic is just so far from the demo, it's just such a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Because even if they don't use to save the demo, then your soldier just jumps the medic who's Ubered, and your medic runs out.
Yeah. 'Cause I think our thing used to be we used to back into house.
Yeah.
So I would play up there, but after that, I think I always played at the top of the stairs. Just in case they did rush someone through, I could flash you.
Yeah. Yeah, because the reason they're not going to be able to chase into lobby if your team leaves main again with the scout, or medic leaves main with the scout, is that your soldiers are going to be busy distracting the scout and medic anyway. And the rest of the Uber, in theory, should be enough to, like, get out.
Yeah.
Especially if sticks up. Especially if they can't even peek it because you've got sticks there. Like, even if they try chasing, they're going to get juggled. This is part of the whole demo thing, where people don't realise what demo it is.
Yeah, you can just joggle them all the way to left, and I think you win that because corridors.
Very good idea. Okay. Happy. Spamming left. Good. Scout back here. Good. Soldier looks like he wants to go behind because he's getting buffed. That's my assumption. Oh. Oh. Goodbye, demo.
The control point is being captured.
A double bomb. And they cap during the chaos.
It's like a 15-16 second spawn time for
Our control point is being captured.
And the counter bomb. Now I don't know what to think. Because this is like Bagel with bombs. Because one team bombed and then the other team bombed. Like a normal mid-fight, which I'm not used to seeing. I mean, the double bomb that time was actually onto people instead of behind. So they got the point capped because they couldn't ignore the soldiers.
this wasn't a mid though. It was close to this. I don't know if they were like.
No, that was like near enough the start that the double soldier happened from red, but
Oh,
then they
yeah.
died, and then they rebombed afterwards. And then after that rebomb, that's when the Uber came out.
Yeah, I won't go back and watch it, but
Well,
I do wonder.
the knowledge is there for the taking. And you will not go back?
Do you want to go back?
No, not really. What's happening? So,
Equal
Uber.
players. Red point cat.
Cheeseman is dead.
Happy going for the flank. Wow. Makes sense because they were getting over aggressive. And it works out nicely for him.
And the medic died though. Unfortunate.
Yeah, for Blue, I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what's going on. I do know red win this round. Spoilers. But
Okay, right. Add for blue. What will blue do? They'll presumably forward hold.
do you think? I don't think they will. Surely their spawners will have been so recent that they can't start forward holding. Yeah, they've just busted through. And the demo dies.
I think that was a small window, but I do agree with what you said, really.
I think it was risky.
Yeah, I
There's
think
only
it was.
one. It was one scout that was respawning. Everyone else was alive, and the scout doesn't really do much to bust the forward hold.
I agree. It's a 5 then.
Uber used.
They
Killed. Got.
want a pick. That's what they want. They got forced, I assume.
Well, they got anti-forward holded, but they had and they were close enough, so they got kills. Fair enough.
Maybe that was part of it.
Maybe.
Didn't really work out because they're still alive.
Yeah, but they're buying time.
Yeah.
Now they simply force them.
How are they going to do that?
Warped is dead. Okay. A classic walk through right hand side. I mean, yeah, they didn't get. Well, they were down a soldier, so. And there's someone behind. A soldier
Yeah,
behind.
this is
And they use.
not looking great.
Well, I think it's because they lost warped, right? So then
Yeah.
one of the other soldiers from blue went behind them because they're essentially like a free soldier.
The control point is being captured.
Hope you're not planning on scrimming Mackie anytime soon on Bagel. Because he's been watching this entire goddamn thing.
Well,
He's stealing all
he
your
should, be, he
stuff.
should be doing all this. Pretty easy stuff.
Don't think I didn't see you there, Mackie. Like 40 minutes ago or whatever. I see him in the
I don't
viewers.
know.
Yeah, classic bust from the low ground. A
Yeah,
classic.
well, it's kind of weird because it like warped was main shooting upwards, and
Yeah.
they just buffed left.
Okay,
GG,
aggro bombs. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. They get forced and just went forwards and killed everyone?
They got
or
forced
what?
out. I just didn't get out in time. I don't know. He just didn't have a scout sign.
Fair enough. Well, they have point, they have Ubrad. Down a soldier, probably can't forward hold. Because of respawns, so.
Yeah.
I think you just waste time. You have Ubrad, just wait until the Uber. Let them waste 40 seconds, or like 30 seconds until you have Uber. And then, well, you can either just wait for them and waste more time, or you can try dot push or something. Or you can just expect the blue team to like do something to get the point before the Ubers come out, which might be more likely.
We have secured.
Yeah, bombing soldiers like crazy.
Our control point is being captured. Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Wait, who has more? Oh, red has more Uber and they didn't have the point. I didn't realise that. So it's very difficult for me to pay constant attention when I'm not the one like flying around with the
Yeah,
camera.
I mean. Oh, they actually get a scout.
Okay, well, red Uber ad almost has the point. Surely they just use the threat of this Uber to cap the point for free and then just stalemate. Oh,
That
soldier
would be my
behind.
assumption. I guess they're doing the same thing that Witness were doing last time, where they just sort of focus on getting.
Flank.
Oh god,
The flag.
God, it keeps
That's a
happening.
use. That's a use. Well, fly forwards, bomb a demo. God knows. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
that's a flash.
I got forced.
Yeah, he got the use. He got the use.
Yeah, that's a good force from warp there.
Okay. Well, I think I don't know where the other two players are. Oh, one's in the house. It's hard to see.
Oh,
That's a very aggressive fight.
bloody hell.
What on earth? They're feeling themselves. Yeah, shots traded. Still pressuring the point though. The other guys are weak and they get the point.
I can't believe it all worked out.
After all that,
Ends in 30 seconds. Alert. The control
that was something.
alert. Our control point is alert. Alert. The control
Equilibers. Cool, they love a good jump behind, don't they?
Not looking good for him though.
Yeah, but it gets the point. It's this whole thing of just distracting, slowing them down and getting the point, and if you lose the play, then worst case again, they cap, you get the thing back, and if they don't cap, then you've won. It's almost like a free soldier sack.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at with like the whole left house rushing a soldier in here by himself instead of having a scout go in. Exact same thing.
If you lose, you just get your soldier back, and if you win,
Yeah,
well, you win.
exactly.
I get it. It's knowing the best time to do it, because I'd still be way more comfortable, like, not doing that if I had the point.
And that's why
it's
you're
just
not on
when
soldier.
Which makes a team.
Yeah.
Don't be a soldier go.
But that is your soldier in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's
I'm just
true.
more comfortable just holding.
I'd rather just stare at a door,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is pretty true. Hey, no one got through flanks on me though.
Yeah.
So when would you do that then?
What,
Like, if you have the point and you have like,
when would you do what?
when would you send your soldier behind? Just Uber, just post Uber. I guess?
think during an Uber exchange. During an Uber exchange, if you need to cap point, but if you already have point capped, I think that just stay alive and be ready to deal with them sending a soldier potentially behind. How about that?
Yeah, I
Like,
can agree.
because I don't like.
Well, Ubers are going to complicate stuff, and if you have the point, there's no point risking anything because they have to do something to you.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they have the point, you have to do
Exactly.
something.
Yeah, so you might as well complicate it for them.
Yeah, but then, well, I guess you're already on the defending spawn, even if they have the point. You don't have to worry about the whole, like, well, if
And
they
spawn.
flip the cap, because you just have better spawns anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You're already like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, specifically that. Yeah, I mean, I think
But then,
it's
why
still.
wouldn't you just use? I guess you get the roamer to do that because they're gonna have their house, and you just use your house to pressure the point. Because that's why, the soldier in the house was getting aggressive on the demo, because then the other guy can bomb behind, and then maybe yeah, but you could just use your roamer instead of going behind. You just bomb for the right house and take the house. Maybe you do it after you successfully claim the right house.
I just think that like an Ubered scout could run into house if you're busting right house during an exchange.
Yeah, but this is after.
You just want Ubers to be out of the way.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. I think get Ubers out of the way and do the whole like thing of if they've got point capped, let's bust right house and play point. Because the reason they keep sending soldiers behind in Prem is because they're doing this whole fucking have an exchange, send a dude behind, and then you lose point, but then you actually end up killing their men anyway. That's like the whole leap. That's the whole thing they're going for, I think. But we don't need to think that far in advance. Well, we can just probably catch people in right house anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Because we're not thinking that deep. Like, why? In the same scenario that they have the point, there's no Ubers. Why would you send a soldier behind when you can just go right house and just win the point?
Sorry, this is on the for which team? Sorry, the one who needs to cap or the one who needs to defend.
The one that needs to cap.
Yeah, that's
Why
Why would-
would you send someone behind when you can just get right house and then just get the point? unless they have Uber ad, but then because even if they have Uber ad, you can't really get the point because they'll just Uber into you and kill you. So I can see it working there because you sort of have to, like, you're really on the back foot there.
It's very difficult
Unless you just
to work.
But then if they have Uber ad, I guess if it's close Uber ad, because if they have loads of Uber ad, you'll just play for a force and then run your medic out. If it's close and they have, and you don't have anything. But then if they're close to Uber and it's close Ubers for yourself, you only have 15 disad, you're probably just going to play for like equal Ubers.
Yeah. You probably are
So-
going to do that.
So it's essentially when I don't even know. When would you do this? What, when they have slight ad, but they
when would
don't
you
have
send a
Uber?
Solly behind?
When would you send a soldier behind instead of busting right house? Because
So
if you have the point, you wouldn't, unless you're going for the play where. Yeah, but why would you risk?
Witness were sending soldiers behind whilst they had point capped during exchanges, and they'd lose the cap, which they expected, but they would also get the collapse on the medic after the enemy team have cap point.
Yeah,
That was their whole shtick.
because they know that they would win the point because the soldier's behind.
Yeah.
Completely with that. I understand that.
Yeah. And
But when would you as a team, do you think?
when would I send a
Is
Solly
it-
behind? I would.
is
I
it
just said
applicable to your team?
during an exchange when you're trying to cap point, because then you've got this whole basic shit of let's bomb them after the exchange, or just have the Roma chill. I think just have the Roma. Listen, I'm saying there's two options. I think the option of bombing a dude behind during the exchange whilst you're attacking point to then collapse them afterwards is like a very basic kind of attack. I personally would just rather we do the exchange whilst attacking, have our Roma just play healthy, chill, watch right house so no one can rush it. Best case scenario, someone does try rushing bottom right, he damages them or even better kills them, and then you just can take control of right house and then play point and win the point that way. I don't even think you need to collapse them. Do you know what I mean? Like, the whole situation described is basically bomb no one and just play spam.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I just
keep
said?
working myself way around to like, just don't bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I think when you exchange Ubers, you bomb someone behind in main. Because, I mean, lower you do have health packs, but really you only have the health pack like closer to the spawn because you can't really sit on the other health pack. You just grab that and then jump to the other one anyway. But if you go main, you have the health pack, you have the two doorways, and also if you peek the doorways, you can either spam the soldier in the house to make it easier to cap, and also or you can spam main and you can get on the medic. Either way, the medic or the demo's playing, I'd play main to like shoot them.
I'd be concerned about flanking through main, because if the pocket soldier knows an exchange is about to happen, I don't know if he'd be aggressive in a house with the concern of an Ubered scout on round point, so he might play back and end up meeting you going main anyway. I feel like jumping you down to there. Is that what you
That's
mean by main?
fine, you just don't force the 1v1. If anyone sees you, you just run away.
Down to main, you mean? Down here? Are you saying this bit here?
No, as in between the two, and you just choose which one's better, because you have the option. On the health pack, in lobby. The big health pack in lobby. Behind the wall you're looking at to the right.
Yeah, I know the pack's here.
Yeah. I think you go behind there.
That's what through there, you mean?
No, just in between, and you pick which doorway is best. You either like poke out left and shoot them, or you poke out right and shoot them.
You're saying the soldier bombs behind and gets here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying that jumping to
Yes.
main doesn't seem viable.
Oh,
Maybe-
into main to get into there.
Yeah,
No, I would go behind the door that you're close to.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think it almost forces that soldier to come back to you in the house. Because you're essentially like bombing over him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if an exchange is about to happen and the enemy team is defending point, I feel like there's a chance, well, not about to exchange, they're already exchanged. I feel like there's a soldier going to back up to here because you don't want to be anywhere here if there's Ubered scouts running around here. So therefore, if you bomb a solly here, I know you'll end up bombing the dude standing here, but I feel like that's more of like you kill the dude and then you trade damage, and then the scout comes and kills you after.
Yeah, but would you only bomb behind for the recommit, or would you bomb behind? Because during the exchange, I feel like if you're lobby or main, or like concrete / main, instead of the lower right hand side, then I just feel like
I guess
it's
maybe
like a presence thing.
if you
to
end
me.
up killing the dude and then you end up getting killed by a scout, you actually end up with the better spawn most likely anyway.
I mean, you're going to be Ubered and getting flashed through, and the pocket soldier back here isn't, because they're going to be having the Ubers on the point, surely.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there's a soldier behind, I'm less inclined to push over the point.
Yeah.
Because in my brain, it feels like my back is so exposed when I'm on the point and not like behind the
I
point.
just value a mystery soldier for a collapse rather than landing and spamming from behind and maybe getting a kill. I would rather him go bottom left and
Disappear.
saying that, scouts are just going to keep an easy tab on him, aren't they?
Yeah.
And because
feel like
you're
if you-
attacking, it's okay. It's more okay to die in this situation. Best case, you get the kill, and you don't get cleaned up by a scout. You're able to run away and get pack, and he won't chase you through a door most likely.
Yeah, I mean, the only place that you can't fully spam them is if they're in the lower place, which means they've left.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are pinching them just by existing.
Yeah. That's the roamer's job to jump here, you think, yeah? Yeah.
I mean, what is it? You kind of, yeah, probably. You need left house. Because the whole point of exchanging and then
man.
doing this is
I
to get
feel
the
like
kill.
it'll be a feed. Just because, like, if there's two scouts running about, I feel like one scout's going to just very quickly run through main and stop you from ever going through this door. Just by playing on the staircase. I think it's better to just... Yeah, when you bomb, yeah. If he sees you go
Or
behind...
would you just try and use the Uber to land on the soldier in the house? Like, go behind the soldier and shoot him on the steps with the Uber.
There.
Or with the Uber flash, yeah. And then if they commit the Uber back into the house to kill you, then points like free.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is exactly what I said to you. I think during an exchange, a pocket soldier should back up here. And if he's not, then you don't know for sure if he is there because you can't see through walls.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do agree with that. Because I mean, there's nothing you
Maybe
can do.
best case is Ubered scout jumps on the fucking thing with Winger, Uber demo stickies behind the soldier and traps him that way.
Yeah, but it's a trade.
How?
Like, you're not forcing the Uber if you do that.
Well,
Unless
yeah,
you-
exactly.
If you do the Uber first, then do that, then the Uber's fading and you're fucked because you're in,
Yeah, I agree.
like, God knows what position
Yeah,
in that house.
and this is only assumed that he's actually even there,
Yeah.
which he shouldn't be during an exchange, in my opinion. Like, this isn't stuff I've like seen, but I'm just like, why would I ever stand here during an exchange when I think that that's weird. When I think that an Ubered scout is in the area.
I mean, what's going to let's say you don't have the point, going off like what we would do, we would exchange, nullify the Ubers, and then push right house.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Well, yeah, exactly. This is what I'm
So
talking
why
about.
not use the Uber to try and,
Make that easier.
yeah, just do it with the Uber whilst you're exchanging.
So, do you think exchange? Both people used. You rested the Uber. Well, but you need a scout to run your med out because they're gonna have a better one if you're attacking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Use the other scout to do that. You mean, yeah?
What do you envision is going to be pushing that right house with the Uber when you trade on point?
Well, to be fair, as demo, I'm not
So I'm
getting involved in a
thinking,
lot of exchanges.
no, I'm thinking you do scout soldier on the point,
Yeah.
and then you just jump, you like Uber on the point, and you just jump the soldier into the house onto their soldier.
Yeah.
And
I agree. Scout soldier exchange.
I don't think for them to get into that house, they almost have to back up, or they have to force their Uber players like to chase him. Which I think if you Uber first, they're going to just Uber the demo and scout
Yeah, but
because
that's
they're
the
the ones
thing,
on
I don't
point.
think the soldier's going to be here during the exchange.
Well, that's fine because then you've just got that position, and they have to push back into you to reclaim the house. And it's post Uber, so you've ended with an Uber player in their house. And well, but then if you Uber first, then depending on how bad it is, they might have the better Uber walk back into you, and then your soldier's caught in their house.
I don't think the rest of the Uber will be big enough that they can chase the soldier into here.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No, I don't think so. I don't think the soldier would even want to do that if the Uber was that much better.
Maybe it's just an opportunistic thing.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. I think just like because we keep steering back to just not bombing, get the fucking Ubers out of the way and just do the scout soldier thing right house, and then just have the demo and scout do the thing point. Although saying that about the double scout point, it does free up a scout to go and help the pocket soldier if he gets rushed, which is really important. So I think doing.
What scenario is this we're talking about?
So when we talked about they're just sending a Solly in right house instead of a scout Solly like we talked about, and then we were like, it's fine because just scout and demo can play point. But I realise now that it's very important to have a scout free to help the Solly getting rushed in left house, which when it inevitably happens. Therefore, having 2 scouts on beam and not having a scout rush right house of soldier is better. Do you understand? Let me say it one more time.
Do you mean in case, let's say, both things happen at the same time, then you have no scouts on point, is what you're saying? When you could have one scout helping left, a single soldier going right.
I just think that you need to make this left house thing viable. You need a scout to be able to help your soldier if someone tries to rush him. And
yeah, we had our pocket scout playing left and doing that.
That can't happen if we've got a scout in right house with the soldier denying right house whilst we play point. Because he needs to help the soldier, and then it just leaves me on point.
Well, surely the scout only goes there to win the house and then he leaves.
Well, yeah, you'd hope so, right? You'd hope so.
Well, yeah, you would hope so. Because he wins it, he just jumps back to Seagull, surely.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope so.
A scout's pointless in there if, to spam? You either get the pick on the soldier that's close, or you just don't.
Or they just stand there. I don't trust scouts.
I mean, or you can just have the scout playing on the point. You can help with some stickies, and the scout can literally, it's not that easy, but just jump through the window from Seagull, kill the guy, and then go back on.
I can literally do one sticky in right side and have the soldier bomb go in there, and then just keep the 2 scouts in point anyway. I just don't think. I think the scout rushing right is now completely unnecessary.
I think it's that thing again. Their demo can't spam into there, can he?
No.
So, the only thing you have to worry about is if your scout goes from Seagull through into there, the only thing he has to worry about surely is the other scout chasing him, which you're already shooting through that doorway. So if you have the scout on the right on point, he can still help in right house.
Yeah, he can still do it from here.
Yeah, he goes through the window, not through the right hand side.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
because
exactly.
they can't really turn on that scout just because of the angle. If the demo turns, then he's got his side to you and the other scout.
Yeah.
On the point.
Yeah, I think that because originally we were rushing a scout and soldier back up the stairs.
Yeah. That scout is getting permanently tanked, even more so if he goes around the right, which is a minute difference, but it's still a difference.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I think that the scout should only help once the soldier's sort of about to get in.
Yeah, I think the soldier should bomb because he's going to have a buff. The other soldier probably doesn't have a buff.
Yeah.
And you're going to be shooting stickies, and only when it's guaranteed that he's not going to get the kill.
Well, anyway, we're assuming that the kill isn't. I probably will in Div 2, but we're assuming that the kill isn't going to happen, and all you want is just the soldier fucked off, so you can play a point like this.
If the soldier just leaves, then
that's all you want.
Profit.
Yeah.
Oh God, so many soldiers bombing and jumping around. think, funnily enough, we just reached the same conclusion that we had. when we started.
Yeah, basically don't bomb anyone.
Apart from the scout, instead of running through the right, he runs through the window, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the.
Yeah, well, maybe not even run, just pepper. Don't know, see how it goes. But yeah,
I think he can get on the ledge.
I just think this area, this air time here, is more deadly than you're aware of. Like how close it is to everyone.
Yeah, I do agree, but yeah, maybe you just don't.
Yeah,
have
I
it.
honestly don't think it helped at all. I think it helped me play point, jump on the point, shoot the
You
combo.
can shoot him from the point, to be honest.
You know, I think pepper a bit, but I think the whole thing is just to focus the dudes in front of me. Really.
Yeah. I guess it will be a soldier and a demo, and the soldier's got a buff. If that's not enough, then rest in
Yeah,
peace.
exactly. Yeah, let alone 3 players.
Yeah.
God,
Fair
that took
enough.
ages to get to that point. Fucking hell.
You're in 2 times speed. Nothing's happened.
Equal. Blue
Uber's
have point cap.
experienced.
I guess they just felt like there was an opportunity to collapse on the medic, but
I don't really know what happened.
they had
to be
point capped, so I think they should have just not done that. But whatever.
honest. Yeah, I don't really have a clue. I'm now paying attention again. Equal Ubers. Basically equal players. One soldier down for blue. Which means, well, you can't bust right house, but you can take left, I guess.
I mean, right now the call from it's 2 picks. It's just point play.
Oh, they got another one.
Oh my god, that position. Oh, Freezeman help down. Cool.
Yeah, soldier on left, spam big point. Get the point, no one dies, stay healthy. Equal Ubers. Collapse? Maybe they hit a pipe on someone. Oh, maybe they piped the demo so they bombed a soldier. Because they want the demo pick. Which I can sort of understand, but...
Maybe.
Again, like, if someone just gets piped, I'd just...
But left house is very valuable, and right now that isn't being
Yeah.
held. Here we are again. It's the same fucking shit, man. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, and the flank.
How did that happen?
And the force. And
It's
the
the
force.
same thing, man. Just keep your solid
Yeah.
left house. That's the way. I mean, I'm sure there was a further game plan, but god damn, just if you've got point cap, just stay alive in left house. At least for Div 2.
Yeah.
At least for Div 2. Okay.
It's probably just that thing of, like, in Prem, plays have to be made.
Yeah.
But... I don't know. Maybe if you just do nothing, eventually they'll just...
Well, it's in Div 2 people
Figure
panic
something out.
if you just stabilize and do nothing and they end up feeding, but in Prem people probably don't panic when you stabilize. So maybe that's what they're trying to like do, add the panic factor. I don't know.
I think if you stabilize, then they'll probably just, like, say, fuck it, let's just, like, focus down this one player and you get nuked, because all you've been doing is playing there for the most
Yeah,
part.
it's like a proactive thing. Yeah.
So you have to... I don't know.
There's probably just more windows that you've got to just try, really.
Yeah.
But in Div 2, I don't think any of this shit is worth it. Oh, goodbye, Otto. Okay, right. Blue have disad. What will they do? They will feed a scout, is what they'll do.
Auto dies. They are... This seems quite early to be walking in when your medics just died.
Maybe they're just trying to click the...
Oh,
click the
and
clock.
there it is.
Oh, they had a soldier behind us.
And there it is. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't... Well, I
Do you
guess...
reckon if you
there's
feed one
only
at a
40
time, if you
seconds
feed one at a
left.
time, do you reckon it'll like...
I mean, it draws it out,
Yeah, it draws it out, exactly.
but,
Maybe that's the plan.
well, eventually they're going to cap, so do the respawns really matter? Not really, because they're all going to reset eventually.
Yeah.
Unless they do...
Well,
Oh,
they,
no,
they don't
6
reset the
cap.
same second, they just cut them in half or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was part of the plan there, feeding one player at a time to draw it out.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
If you have point capped. If you have point capped but disad, maybe that is a strat if you're trying to play
Well,
time
if your
rather than
med
cap.
dies,
Yeah.
when you have the point.
Only if you're low on time anyway, when you're trying to really get those seconds down. I think if it's earlier in the game, maybe it's worth just sacking everyone with the force instantly.
Alert. Our control
But
point
if it's low time, then it's worth drawing it out for longer, potentially. That's my
Yeah.
fault. I think so. And then he's captain, and it's equal.
Well, I'd probably all just stay passive as long as you can until they're not doing anything. And
God,
sack.
flank again, man. Again, like you see so many people on this point here, like 4 people just standing here. Imagine if we had a soldier on left hand just standing.
Yeah.
It did work out in the end, to be fair, but I don't know how. Didn't see. He's probably just being really proactive and making sure it happens, like you say.
Well, good.
Nice.
I don't really know.